Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will make the beginning of a tutorial series about the bow. I will call this How to Bow Like a Pro. Today we start with the bow hold. To hold the bow, it is very important to have all fingers in a flexible position, because if one of the fingers is in this kind of position, you cannot move it to both sides, and you want to be able to move it this way or that way. So every joint is a little bit bent and not fully in this position. The contact point of the thumb is right next to the frog. This is the frog on the bow stick. So right here. That's why we have this thumb leather here to protect the bow stick from the thumb always in contact with them. So after we place the thumb in the right position, we will place both middle fingers on the other side of the thumb. As violinists, we only count 4 fingers, and the thumb is always in a very special role. So both middle fingers go on the opposite side of the thumb around the bow, and you see I have contact with my fingertips here on the frog. As a rule of thumb, you can say that the middle finger has to go until this metal here and reach for that metal. It can also contact that metal. This one here. Okay, so now we have 3 fingers in position. Now we will talk about the little finger, the pinky. This finger has to go on the stick with the fingertip, and now I really mean fingertip. You can also, as a helpful thought, think about going to the bow stick with the pinky with the fingernail, because you have to be able to put a lot of pressure on the pinky so you can lift the bow up and control the balance of the bow. That's why this position of the pinky is very important. If you don't have him in the right position, you will slip up when you try to put pressure on it in this direction or in this direction, but more likely in this direction. Many people place it too much like this and not enough like this. So it's not on top of it, it's a little bit on your side of the bow. One very important thing about the pinky, the little finger, is that it has also to be bended. So in a round position, every joint has to be a little bit bent. This is very important because we need this flexibility in the hand. And now we will talk about the index finger. This is a quite interesting matter because there are 2 schools of bow hold. And a very famous violin teacher named Carl Flesch, who is dead maybe around 90 years already, but he wrote about the violin very good books, the art of violin playing. Actually, he wrote 2 books, which is called The Art of Violin Part 1 and Part 2. And in one of those books, he writes about 2 basic schools of holding the bow. The older one, I think, is the Franco-Belgische Franco-Belgian bow hold. And the second one is the Russian bow hold. They both separate each other through the index finger, the position of the index finger. If you change the index finger position, you will also have to change your wrist position. And the bending of the fingers may also be different. So, to explain it to you very fast, when you hold the bow in the Franco-Belgian way, the stick will come between the first and the second joint. And if you play the Russian way, your stick will be around this place. So the bow will be much more in the hand. I will show you now. You can see this. This would be more a Franco-Belgian hold, where the stick is here more with the fingertip. And now the Russian bow hold, the stick is very much in the hand. As you maybe have noticed already, hands can be very different. Let's recap. We place the thumb in a bent position under the stick at the side of the frog on the stick. Then we place the both middle fingers around the stick, touching the metal with the middle finger. Then we place the pinky on top of the stick, a little bit on your side, so it can't go this way when you put pressure on it. And then we place the index finger with very light pressure. Don't cramp on it, on the bow. We lay it down between the first and the second joint. And if you want to hold it a little bit deeper in the hand, it's also okay. One more thing. Here between the finger and here between the finger can be a space. There has to be a little bit space, depending on how large your hand is. If your fingers are very stiff, then you have to close them a little bit because you need flexibility, this flexibility. If your fingers are very flexible, you can put them very wide apart because you will need stability. The closer the fingers are together, the more flexibility you have. And the further away they are, the more stability you have. Okay, that's it for the first part. Second part will come soon. I have holidays right now and I will shoot some videos on you. I hope you enjoy and you learned something. I know this was for very basic beginner exercise, but if you want to bow like a pro, like and subscribe.